everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. The lion. New man looks in so fine. Kirk Cousins. Woo! Yeah.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Sean Spencer, a.k.a. the Shout-Out King, Mr. Sweater. Yes, sir. One half that dynamic dude that's Let's Talk Football. And I'm here with Anthony Handy, Uncle Shay Shay, a.k.a. Mr. Intelligence for days.
What's good on, Sean? How you doing, man? Look, Skip. I was in the studio with Skip today, and I saw something interesting, and I had to come and share it with you. I'm glad you're having me on today, and I'm gonna have some other people come on. They're gonna say a few things too. You know, Shay got to do his little something for two something. I'm gonna say my piece, and I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna let Anthony come in here and do what he got to do. But I just had to come on, Sean. We gotta get into it. We gotta go. Let's go.
You already know. And yo, I gotta shout you out, man. I see you got your colors on. I see you repping that other UGA.
Yes, sir. I wonder why I would be on today wearing my UGA colors. I have no idea why. Why? I'll just say it. Okay, that's enough of that. We're gonna cut that off. We're gonna cut that off. See, because in times of trouble, in conflict and struggle, we seek resolution. The word resolution is a word that comes from the apocryphal Greek. I made that word up. Apocryphal Greek, Orthodox, by the side of the road Baptist Bible. That means we get ready to get our comeuppance. And see, and so for so long, there was a time of drought and great sadness just west of Atlanta, Georgia, in a small town called Athens. And the reason that there was sadness was because there was another rival faction. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not talking about fractions, I'm talking about factions. Touch your neighbor and say faction, all right? Touch your neighbor and say faction. A rival faction. And lo, they were mighty in their blue and orange. And every year we would sojourn down to the villa of Jackson. We're not talking about Randy Jackson from American Idol. We're not talking about our time has come, Jesse Jackson from the 84 presidential election. We're not talking Mahalia Jackson. We're not talking about Tito, Randy, Marlon, Jermaine, Michael, Reby, and all the rest of them Jacksons. We're talking about Duval, Jacksonville, Florida, to play them nasty stinking Gators every year. Watch yourself, Deacon. You're being messy. Watch yourself over there. I see you. Somebody get the oil over there. Touch the Deacon real quick. And I got to show love. These Gators would run roughshod over the Bulldogs from Athens, Georgia. The dogs, they call them. Go, sick 'em, roof. And why? Dirty. Because standing atop the chariot leading his warriors into the fray every October was a man. A man born and raised in Duval County. A man who came up as a prodigy. I'm talking David playing the harp for Saul. I'm getting biblical on you now. Watch out now. I'm talking Moses raising the staff over the Red Sea and parting the ways. But this was not a god. This was not a prophet. His name was Timothy Richard TeBow. Timothy, that's right. I call him by his government issue. And he won the Heisman Trophy once and won the BCS twice. And he was so moved when they did not win that third BCS championship, the one in the middle. You know, that's the one that counts, because it don't matter what kind of size you put on a sandwich. You can use bread. You can use lettuce. All that matters is what's in the middle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Being able to say it only matters what's in the middle. And what was in the middle was that missing BCS championship. And although he knew he had accomplished great things, he cried before the multitude. For his sadness was great. And today that sadness has been brought back. Because sometimes we get too full of ourselves. Sometimes we get our head too big. And sometimes you gotta be brought back.
Yeah, come on now.
I better quit for you. That's a word right there. That'll preach. You gotta be brought back.
That is right. I mean, hey, I'll let you preach now. You know, preach now. Look, we got to do him justice.
Hey,
like
today,
my man did it.
Today, Timothy Richard was brought back into the humility of his. I can't find the word. That's the preacher stutter right there. That's when the preacher trying to find the word. I can't come up with the word. He was brought back down to where he could sit and listen and be still. Why?
Now look,
because look, that's enough. Look, real talk. If y'all done figuring out, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. By now, Tim TeBow. If you don't know who Tim TeBow is, go Google it right now. Tim TeBow, phenomenal. I hated him when he played for Florida. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I hated him when he played for Florida. He's a baller. Up. Somebody said they're ready for their body of Christ now. Y'all better quit. Tim TeBow, I will say this, is a baller. He might not be the most skilled man on the field, but he will leave everything on the field. He will not leave.
Oh yeah.
No, he won't. There won't be nothing left. He's a baller. He's a great leader. He's a great guy to rally a team around. But one thing that Mr. Timothy Richard is not is a quarterback, a professional quarterback. Because see, we've seen phenomenal college quarterbacks come in the league and disappear.
Now, not a lot of them.
Faster than the money in a crackhead's pocket on payday, huh? Come on with me, somebody.
Wow. Yes. How you feeling about that? Talk. Go ahead and keep talking to him.
Now, and people tried to tell. Here's the thing. People tried to, all the pundits, when it was anticipated he was going to be a draft pick. He was going to be a big draft pick, a big splash in the draft. Where is Tim TeBow going to land? Is he going to go here? Is he going to go there? You can find him on a train. You might find him in the rain. He might play in the Meadowlands. He might wind up in Oakland. He might play ball in Florida. I can't think of nothing. He might play ball in Florida. He could play up north if they had a team in Idaho. I made that up. But they were like, where is he going to go? He wound up getting drafted. Played 2 seasons for the Broncos, I believe it was. 2.
Won a playoff game.
Had a great run. Was not impressive at quarterback. But what did John? If you and correct me if I'm wrong, what did the pundits say? Tim TeBow is a phenomenal football player. He is not going to translate well into the NFL. He doesn't have the he was kind of a Taysom Hill before there was a Taysom Hill. Like if there was another, like, let's say he was playing with right now his rookie season behind Patrick Mahomes, he would be the guy they bring in to run the trick play. Everybody said the same thing. And what position did they say that Tim needed to consider playing? But this is where I opened the class up.
Nah.
You, huh? They
Tight
kept
end.
saying, they said he needs to play at tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no, I'm a quarterback. I want to play quarterback. I was brought here on this earth. Look, it was, did you not? He was like, you need to check my resume. Did you not see me in Jacksonville hopping and throwing passes over the top of the line of scrimmage, like Allen Iverson throwing bounce passes? It was like, why they wasn't even watching football. I was at home going, I thought Anwar didn't even start till January. He was just out there doing Magic Johnson stuff with the football. Now you see it, now you don't. Touchdown Gators.
Mm-hmm.
He's big. He was big. He was muscular.
He's a winner. That's the thing. Nobody can say anything about the fact that he's a winner.
Oh no, I'm not taking any of that away from him. Okay, nothing. And the fact that he is a very devout Christian who had no shame in showing his Christianity, that rallied a whole bunch of people around him that generally were just kind of casual fans of football. So either way, he was going to be good for the league. It's just that he needed to take another position. He said, no, I won't play quarterback. And I forgot who he was playing behind. Who was it that he was playing behind in Denver?
Because he went to the Jets. Yeah, it was Peyton. He came in after Peyton. And then he had that year.
Was it that year that Peyton got hurt and he went in? I don't remember.
Wasn't the year after he retired? Might have been the year he got hurt, because remember he had Kyle Orton there. And either that or Brock Osweiler, one of those type guys.
I don't remember, but the starting quarterback got hurt and he wound up going in and going on that little run and winning the playoff game. And everybody was like, oh my God, could Tim Tebow be making a comeback? And then he turned around and pulled a Dennis Green in the next game. Tim Tebow was who he thought he was.
Absolutely.
And
he's exactly where.
And that was, if ever there was a chance for him to prove his worth to stay on the Broncos, the playoff season was the time to do it. And he couldn't make it happen. And he got cut. And he went to New York, which is where one of two places where everybody's NFL career goes to die: the Jets and the Lions. Hey, look, Hall of Fame wide receiver just inducted in the Hall of Fame, and could you imagine? I'm gonna sidetrack for a minute. Could you imagine if Calvin Johnson had spent his best years in the NFL, his prime years playing with a Tom Brady, with a Drew Brees, with an Aaron Rodgers, with I don't even know who else was quarterbacking in the league at that point. His stats, that's the reason he needed to be in the Hall of Fame, because he had Hall of Fame stats. And that's not no knock on Matthew Stafford. None at all. Because Matthew Stafford is a baller too. But if he could have been somewhere where they had an offense, or even if the Lions had just had an offensive line that kept that, so Matt Stafford wouldn't have to keep running for his life. Like the man that got caught at the other man's house messing with the man's wife.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
So Tim Tebow winds up, he becomes a journeyman. He's on the Patriots and the practice squad. Forgot where else he went. He went somewhere else and was on the practice squad. And then he said, well, then he had a moment of self-revelation. He said, well, they don't, I guess I'll go play baseball. I can still play baseball. And then the Major League Baseball did what the NFL did, and they said, yeah, why don't you go on here and have a seat down here in a quintuple A.
Right.
We're not about to give you a super max. What's the boy's name to get paid $1.something million every year?
Oh, who? Oh, but yeah, no, who are you talking about?
He gets a check every year for like $1.something million, and he hadn't played ball in. One of y'all in the comments help me out.
That's Bobby Bonilla, who had his contract set. And Griffey did the same thing.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? Like they were not about to set him up. They were not about to set him up with one of those Alex Rodriguez Supermax deals. They said, we gonna give you $50,000 and 2 bus passes and a meal voucher for every game. And that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go down to the popcorn stand, go down, go to the right, don't go to the left, because that's the one that don't go to the left, because that'll lead you down there to the men's bathroom. That's not, you don't go down there, eat nothing from down there. You want to go to the right, go to the stand, tell the man that the coach sent you and tell him give you a hot dog and a thing of popcorn and you get a free small cup of water. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
And then all of a sudden, the heavens parted.
Yeah.
Oh, his old coach, a friend from the past, became the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talking about Mr. Urban Meyer, Mr. Questionable Integrity. What? Look at what they doing. What they're doing? The investigation. Oh, ooh, you know what? I ain't been feeling so good lately. I think I'm gonna retire. Let me go sit down. Huh?
Time to go.
They coming for real.
Stage right.
If you watching, I'm not making fun of anybody ever being sick. Trust and believe, but it's just that every time he gets investigated, he gets sick. He been sick. He been sick. Oh, listen. Is sick? Is he? Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone because I ain't trying to get your show canceled. I ain't trying to have no hashtag cancel Sean Spencer movement. They be talking about free Bobby Smurder. They be talking hashtag free Bobby Smurder, hashtag free Sean Spencer. We not trying to have that happen. Hey, your girl Janae down on MLK, down on Black Lives Matter Boulevard, marching with a picket sign. Free Sean Spencer. Free Sean Spencer. I'm just saying. But everybody said that. I mean, when everybody is saying you need to not be a quarterback, I could see if you had a group of people and one part was saying something and the other part was saying something else. But mostly everybody that wasn't from Florida said you could play. And you could play real good. But you can't play the drums. You got to play the tambourine. That's all you get to do. Just hit the tambourine. When I point at you, you hit it. Pow. That's it. That's all you get. You don't get to, you don't get to play the drums. You didn't know how to spell drums before you came. You just finished the hooked on phonics certification test. Talking about spelling. No, you can't spell drum. No, tambourine over there. That's what you do.
Yeah, right.
That's what they need to do with American Idol too. When the people come in the audition, be like, "Can you sing?" They be like, no. Tired of seeing that. Look, that people that couldn't sing, that played out with William Hung. That's she bang. You know that dude made about $500,000 in endorsements off of that.
It's just just catch like
that. Man, I ain't mad at it though. He paid for his college degree, and I think he got a doctorate. Anyway, moving on back to Timothy Richard TeBow. That's who we was talking about. He got released from the Jacksonville Jaguars today, and I got I sent you a thing I saw today. If you could pull that up, the one with the captions on it. I saw this today, and I swear to God, this is the funniest thing I have. You got to pull your thing out the bottom. The Tim TeBow, you got to move that so people can.
I don't think.
Oh, you can't.
I'm on my phone. Yeah,
I got you. So Pete. But put it back up. I put it back up real quick. I saw this today. It says Jaguars have released Tim TeBow. First caption says the world hates a good Christian man. The part you can't see underneath that, under the banner says, I'm pretty sure the part underneath that says, I'm pretty sure even Jesus saw the same practice film that we all did.
I believe saw the same film that we all saw. Yeah.
Jesus was busy blessing people. He's like, hold on. Nah, bro, that ain't it. Bless you. I love you, but that ain't it.
That ain't it. and we let TeBow sitting here walking off the field. Upset. Now we gotta show him love because TeBow is since 2000 probably the best quarterback as far as winning. He's led his team there. They were unstoppable when he was at Florida. You talk about 2 national championships.
Oh yeah, and almost won a third. They played for
in the NFL.
Hold on. Not only did they play for 2, not only did they win 2, they played for 3. They almost pulled a 3-peat. Yep. And you know how much that hurts my heart with my big G on, yelling "Go Dogs, sick 'em." to give props to somebody from Florida. The boy is a baller.
He is. He get down.
Boy is a baller. I don't care whether you like him talking about Jesus all the time or not, whether you like the fact that he's a pretty boy and or not, whether you like he played for Florida or not. That boy is a baller. And it need to be, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand why a lot of guys do what they do because there's a lot of money at stake and they're not trying to go 100% all the time because you mess around and get hurt and mess up your money if your money's not guaranteed. Tim TeBow was going to be that dude. Hey, Tim, what's going on? All y'all that tuned in. This ain't my show. I'm here with my man, Sean Spencer. Thank you for having me on the Let's Talk Football platform to have my say. I'm just saying, and Tim, I think the funny thing is, I think Tim thought for a hot second, oh, coach gonna let me play. Coach gonna let me. You ever been in one of them situations where you it's almost like he was in line for the club and he saw his boy was working the door and he knew he was gonna get in and wasn't gonna have to pay. And then he got the door and the boy was like, yeah, it's gonna be $20, dog. But for real, that's what we doing now. That's how you gonna do me, bro?
Right.
That after all we been through together? For real, $20. Man, I wish I would pay my funky $20 to come up in the club. Mighty funny you waited in line all this time to get here. You must have wanted to be in here. Here, man, take the money.
Right. Now look, I got to shout out, hey, Kyle Gacy, who started following us after our first interview. He's saying, Anthony, how are you going to handle Kyle Pitts when he's from the Gators?
Look, once you play, I don't care where you play, okay? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I do not care, ladies and gentlemen, where you have played. It is not where you are from. It is where you are at. And once you come to the great state of Georgia, where there's peaches, and come to welcome to Atlanta where the players play and they ride on them things like every day. Every day, every day. He is going to now forever, no matter where he goes, even if he don't play but one snap. And Matty Ice T Q Ryan, today was a good day. Ryan, come out and say 32-44, hut, hike the ball, throw it, and it hit Kyle Pitts in the back of the head. And he say, that's enough. I got PT, LMSSD, and I can't play no more because I got a percussion in my head. I'm going home. He is going to always be a dirty bird. Emmitt Smith could have been immortalized in Georgia sports lore if he had played in Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta. What's the other boy played for Florida, came and win in the league? He could have been, as long as you play in Atlanta, we can dip you in the River Jordan and you will come up washed and renewed from your sin. I should have bought a Honda. That's what I'm talking about. And you wanted to know child, and you got it. All I know is Atlanta has now been added to places where people's football careers come to die. Poor Tony Gonzalez came to the Chiefs and had about 3 more good years left in him, and they jacked that up. Roddy White was one of the baddest receivers in the NFL, and Atlanta jacked that up. Julio Jones is still with a bum toe, can still run circles up and down the field around everybody, and they jacked that up. Tevin Coleman. Tevin Campbell, can we talk Coleman? That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Tevin, can we talk Coleman? Matter of fact, from now on, anytime you say Tevin Coleman, you say, Tevin, can we talk Coleman? And he, for a minute.
So look,
how the hell you lose this game, Super Bowl? What? Is this the last of
this? Is TeBow done? Is that it for TeBow?
I don't know. It's like I said in my special a long time ago. Tim TeBow is alone right now. He is sitting at home right now, and his wife is just rubbing his temples, talking about it's gonna be okay, sweetheart. We still got each other. And he like, I want to play football. I don't. You know what, to tell you the truth? I think as far as, I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. Let's get serious for a minute. Let's just say, why are you running? Let's just say me and you, right? We both fresh out of college, hot, highly touted draft picks got picked up by the Jaguars. We know it's gonna be some stuff down there because Jacksonville ain't been good, no way. But they're trying to get the best of the best, and we trying to get it right. We gonna make the best of it. We go out to get a roster spot, right? The starts for the Aints. Oh, that would be funny.
That would.
Oh no, no. I don't think you're gonna start for the Saints. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know.
He'll start.
I don't know who went and beat up Jameis Winston in his bed every night like a blanket party in basic training. Not that I know that I've ever seen that happen, but I've heard stuff about that happen. I don't know what mobster rolled up on him and said you're gonna wind up taking a swim with the fishes if you don't play good. Jameis Winston balled out. He threw a pick. Yes, he threw a pick, but that was a deflected pass. So that one is not on. I mean, it's still gonna be on his stats, but that one is not on him. Dude, this ball and then went,
Yeah.
So Jameis balled out. Now I don't know. Oh, now he may revert. He may mess around, and they may take him down on Bourbon Street, and he might start smelling crab legs and lose his mind. And James crab legs come back. He'll be on the sideline talking about eat a W. I can't even do that. What we gonna do? We gonna eat a W. And you see when he did that, how they looked at him crazy. I knew right then when he did that, I said he is not gonna be in Tampa next year. They said, now we had Sapp here. You see what he did during Super Bowl weekend, and we had already got rid of him. We can't. But TeBow, do I think? Okay, that's what I was talking about. Let's say we both fresh out of the draft. We are number 54 and 55 on the depth chart.
Right.
And Tim TeBow is 52. Okay. So again, see what I'm doing there, congregation. I brought it back to the something in between. There's something in between right there. Don't forget. Touch your neighbor. Say something in between. We about to draw to a close soon here now. So work with me. But he's 52. Me and you are 54 and 55. Comes down to final cuts. We both get cut.
You definitely did.
We both get cut, even though we've been balling out.
Mm-hmm.
And this 34-year-old guy who hasn't played a down of football in 3 years now, 4 years? 3 years, I think it's been. Makes the roster. Yeah. You mean tell me?
Wait,
I'd be back. I would be back up in that front office tomorrow, and they would not be happy to see me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You mean to tell me I come in here, did everything you said I was supposed to do, and put up with rookie hazing, and they shaved off my dreadlocks and left one ponytail in the back, had me looking like Tung Po from the original Kung Fu Theater video game back in the day, the little 8 gigabyte thing when it and then take me to the goalpost and dump ice water on me in my bunk when I'm in my bed, sleeping, dreaming about making money and balling out and going to the Players Club during NBA All-Star Weekend and never went nowhere and never drank no liquor and learned all the plays and knew the playbook backwards and forwards. And you mean to tell me you gave the job to Grady from Sanford and Son because that's your boy? Stop it, Skip.
That's what it is.
Stop it, Skip. That's foolishness. That's foolishness, Skip. That's foolishness. That's absolute foolishness. I remember I was in the league. They tried to bring Mean Joe Green up in there. I said, I know good and well they ain't bringing Mean Joe Green up here to play for the Ravens. Mean Joe Green, 55 years old, they brought him up here. They let him play 2 downs. They said, all right, Joe, we're going to make you a consultant. That's what you're going to do. You and Sterling. You and Sterling over there. Sterling going to hook you up. Now, Sterling should be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm going to say it to the day I die. Sterling Sharp should be in the Hall of Fame, but it's all right, though. You go over there and sit down with Sterling, and then you learn the playbook, and then you can tell me which one to play. But you ain't coming in here taking my spot today. No, sir. No, sir. That ain't happening.
Not happening. No, sir. Yo,
him and Joe Flacco, both of them need to go sit down. Joe Flacco, you want to talk about the biggest flex on the NFL ever? Joe Flacco tightened up enough to win one Super Bowl, signed a Supermax, well, the equivalent of a Supermax NFL deal, guaranteed.
Truck.
Guaranteed got the new truck because he was the MVP of the Super Bowl. He got to go on TV and say, "I'm going to Disneyland," and then he immediately turned into what was the boy named Butt Fumble? He immediately turned into Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
Badly.
Yeah,
he badly. Mario Lopez's twin brother. Tell me they don't look alike. Skip, I call you liar. I'm not saying that to say that all Latinos look alike. This is for the barrio to all my peoples out there. I love video tacos. I had some for lunch. No joke, I did have tacos for lunch today. They were delicious. But like you can't tell me him and Mario Lopez. I said, dude, the dude from Saved from the Bell is playing football too. That boy multi-talented. Anyway. His career just went in the toilet. He finessed the hell out the NFL because he wasn't that great to begin with. He was a game manager, just like the boy that won the first Super Bowl, whose name I can't even remember because he wasn't that good.
Trent Dilfer.
Thank you. Somebody got to tell me his name. I can't never remember. The boy was a game manager, but he balled out. That one year he had a phenomenal run during the playoffs, and I'm not gonna lie, he called on it when it was time to call him. He was Eli Manning light, is what he was. And I said it. I'll say it again. He was Eli Manning light. Look, I know Eli come from the Mannings and Archie and Peyton Forehead. I know. Ooh, did you see the bust? I don't know if they photoshopped that joint, but dog, tell me that bust of Peyton Manning didn't just look like a giant axe split. It was 4 inches. It was like 3.5 inches between his eye and his chin, and 8 inches of forehead. Boy, I'll tell you what, that big a hell of a doorstop. You ain't getting it. Open the door. You're not getting in here. No, not today. I think TeBow's done. I think he's done. I think honestly, he had a good gig. He was making decent money. Where was he? ESPN.
Yep.
He was on
College Game Day, and
College Game Day. Look, for those of you that might just be watching just because you want to watch and support us, thank you both. Either one of us, thank you very much for watching. ESPN College Game Day is the NFL equivalent of being on Fox Football Sunday, CBS Football Sunday, NBC Football Friday night. That's the equivalent. That is the pinnacle. To be on there with the next to Lee Corso and see him put on one of them big old heads. That's it. That's the job. They gave him the best football announcing job that he could have outside of being on one of the big 4 networks. And he said, I want to play football. God bless him. The boy loves football. We got it. He can probably, you know what he gonna do?
Right.
He probably gonna go down there and take the job that Phillip Rivers is gonna vacate, because I think they were saying something about Phillip Rivers going to coaching some college team, something.
Oh wow!
I thought I heard that on a local sports station yesterday. TeBow's done, man. TeBow, Timmy. If you can hear my voice, please hearken into my words. That's the scripture. Not the scripture. See how the scripture, that's a scriptural word right there. Hearken into mine words, my son, and lean not to thine own path. You had a good run. You will never pay for nothing in Jacksonville, especially not on campus. You won't pay for nothing. You don't have to buy no food. People will want to put gas in your car for you. Oh my God, that's Tim Tebow. Hey, mister, I done half chewed this gum for you, so you didn't have to chew it. They will do stuff for you. You are a legend in University of Florida football. Please let the NFL go. It's all right. It's okay. Please don't be sitting around like Al Bundy 10 years from now talking about how you scored 4 touchdowns at Polk High School before you got married and your life went to crap because you now got a wife and 2 kids and ain't none of them worth nothing. Please just go sit down. It's okay. Because if there ever was a poster child for you can be anything you want to be, he wanted to be a quarterback. He was a good college quarterback. He was a damn good college quarterback. I mean, he might not have had an arm, and he didn't have a whole lot of. He wasn't very mobile, but once he took off running, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not a small guy, and I in my prime. If I was this size in my prime, I would not have tried to tackle Tim Tebow. No, I would try to tackle him because I didn't want to lose my starting job. But I was going to tackle him, and no, I was going to tackle him, and then I'll be the coach. Get me, come get me, because that boy was solid.
No, it was a bit. Oh yeah,
but there's a big difference between college and the NFL. In college, only about maybe 25% of the guys you play against are NFL ready. The other 75% are a bunch of young boys is still learning the game. So you were a man among boys in college. When you went to the NFL, you was a boy playing with men. And the first time, the first time somebody put them pads on you for real, and stuck you, I think you might have said, "Hey, maybe I should play tight end because I don't have to hit people so hard. I don't have to hit everybody. I don't have to hit every play." Why you think so many brothers? Why you think so many brothers want to play wide receiver? They ain't got to block every play. They might play every third play. I'm the third down slot receiver.
Now, some of them didn't have a choice, but I mean that's another conversation for another day. But
yeah, we need to talk about that.
And some of them also didn't have the favor that Tim Tebow had, where his ex-college coach got to go to an NFL team. So then after he's been gone for 8 years. He was in 2012.
Yeah, who else will take 8 years off, and just come back and be like, "Y'all still got my office?"
Right.
Like
we coach, we good.
Watch this. You ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Ocho Cinco want to come back. Des Bryant want to come back. Michael Irvin's. I'm gonna say it. I try not to cuss when I'm on your show. Michael Irvin, stupid ass, talking about shoot. I lace him up. I go play too. Now, we know that ain't gonna happen. Because they don't, he can't go within 100 feet of a barbershop in Dallas. But I didn't say that out loud, did I? Anyway, it's a lot of people out there right now that want to come back that can't come back. Realistically speaking, okay, Witten wasn't even a year out, and he said, "I still got stuff in the basement, Paulie. I gotta work it out." That's one thing. Rob Gronkowski, I think he turned 30 years old this year. You know what I'm saying? So stayed retired for a little bit, said, "Oh, wait, Tom's playing? Right. Hey, can I come play?" Boom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Didn't Edelman try to come back too?
Remember, he retired because they was going to trade him to the Lions. And he said, "No."
Oh, bitch, I would have retired. I would have retired too.
He said, "I'd rather retire. I'm good."
You want me to go where? Nah, I'm going to go work at my cousin Cleaners. I just take the $7.25 an hour because I am not going to play at Ford Field.
Right. Not at all.
You ain't got no offensive line. I can't play tackle. By the time half your offense get beat up, you're going to be like, "Hey, man, you want to be center?"
Ain't happening. Not today.
I read on the bathroom wall what they said about what happens to centers. That ain't happening to me. 6 feet. 6 feet. Dr. Fauci said 6 feet. We gonna do long snaps all season. I'm gonna be the punt snapper. Get up off me. Your third knuckle is cold.
We gonna the center gonna call a play. Shotgun.
What you talking about? What you talking about? Shotgun. I said shotgun. If we ain't hiking shotgun, I ain't playing. I quit, coach. You keep your money.
I'm taking the ball and I walk off the field. Done.
See you guys. I'm going home. Oh man, but listen, in real talk, I think Tim Tebow had a good run. All jokes aside, I think Tebow had a good run. I think he leaves behind a great legacy as a college football player, as a Heisman Trophy winner. Things that he has done in his community. From what I understand, he's a very upstanding citizen in his community, and the people in his community love him. Just relax and go enjoy. I mean, you're 34 years old.
Yeah.
34 years old. You made millions of dollars between your little bit of time in the NFL, your broadcasting career at ESPN. Go back and see if you can get your job at ESPN, make your money, and enjoy your family.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know, I've seen too many. You see what happens when dudes try and play too long.
Oh yeah.
Earl Campbell can't half walk. Fridge, because Fridge, their whole thing was he got to stay bulked up because they need him to clog up the middle, and I think he lost a leg or something like that, to diabetes or whatever, because he couldn't break out of that pattern. Most football players bulk up during the season and slim down during the offseason, or they bulk up to play, and then they try and slim down in the early part of the offseason, and then they start bulking. This is like a cycle. He didn't know how to break that cycle. He just knew eat so I can be big, so I can do the Super Bowl shuffle. It's a lot of played way too long. Tony Dorsett suffering from early signs of Alzheimer's due to CTE. You can't just give it up, man. You're healthy. You're young. You're healthy. You got an opportunity. I understand you got married. Go make a family. Go enjoy yourself. You don't have to play ball. You got nothing left to prove to us, Tim Tebow.
Right.
Take the ball and go home. It's okay, Tim.
Yeah.
It's all right. Now, speaking of the Jaguars, I got to touch on this for a minute. I don't know if you got anything you want to add.
No, you're good. What do you got?
But speaking of the Jaguars, did you see how they treated my man Trevor Lawrence the other day? You know what I'm saying? Remember that thing I said about boys playing with boys? He got out there and played with them men. That boy was like Kevin Hart, and let me explain. He's like, no, I wasn't ready. No, I don't want to pineapples. You hit me too hard. I don't know. Pineapples. They wore Trevor Lawrence out.
Yes, sir.
That boy was the poster child. If ever there was a poster that defined the phrase "run for your life," remember the Iron Maiden song "Run to the Hills, Run to the." That boy would run. That boy ran past the hills. He couldn't even get to the hills. He was looking to the hills. He said, "I thought my strength was supposed to come from up there." He couldn't even get up there.
He said, "I can't get there."
I was watching them replay highlights like this here. He was out there struggling.
No.
Like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I wonder if it's going to be hard for him to adjust, because remember, before he lost that national championship, he had never lost a single game as a starting quarterback ever.
Right.
That's going to be harder. You know how hard? I wonder, especially for the younger generation, how hard it is when you've been somebody that was used to overachieving, was used to the accolades of being an overachiever, and now you are put in a position where it is not tailor-made for you. Like going to Clemson and playing for Dabo Swinney, if he wasn't good, then he didn't belong in the NFL. You're supposed to be good. When you go play for Nick Saban, you're supposed to be good. When you go play for Kirby Smart, you're supposed to be good. When you play for Lord, I was just talking about him. Urban Meyer, you supposed to be good. When you play for Dabo Swinney or Lincoln Riley, you supposed to be good. I said it like I said it because I'm channeling my inner man from the South now. You supposed to be good. Now you're in a situation where you got to be good. You've been good all this time. Come on, show us some of that good now. Only reason I keep doing the Cat Williams because I've been talking all day and my throat by sore. That's the only voice I can get out. That and James Earl Jones.
So you ain't nothing special. You got
it's like, oh, you ain't so special. You ain't nothing. It was like Wesley Snipes in the Michael Jackson video. You ain't bad. You ain't bad.
You ain't bad.
You ain't so bad. That boy, look, that boy.
And okay.
That boy got whipped. They whooped that boy like they caught him trying to steal something. Made him take it back. Then when he got there, the store owner whipped him for making him chase him down the street. Then when he got home, he got another whipping from his mama because the people that beat him up in the street and the store owner called his mama and said, You know your boy out here in the street cutting up. Oh, don't act like some of y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because some of y'all had the same thing happen to y'all. No, it happened to me. And maybe some of y'all need that happen to you now. That was wrong with some of y'all.
Watch out now. Watch out now.
Look, I better stop because they say I'm being messy. All right, Pastor, you being messy. I don't care. I'm here to preach the gospel. That boy got whooped.
Like, Pastor, look at the time, Pastor.
That boy got whooped. He got whooped like they caught him trying to sneak out of Egypt in the middle of the night.
Good gracious.
He got whooped. He got whooped like he was talking about beating up a giant with a rock.
God. Good.
He got whooped. He got whooped like he got whooped like somebody found out he choked his brother to death in the backyard. Talking about like he ain't my responsibility.
Woo.
I'm talking about whooped. That's what I'm talking about today. I was talking about the middle. I think the title of the sermon is "Don't Get Your Ass Whooped When You're Making Your Way Through the Middle." Come on here, somebody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, now that's enough. That's enough of the preacher. Man, come on, man. You got to do something. You've been letting me riff. We supposed to be on half hour. We talk about 46 minutes now.
Yeah, you're doing your thing. I won't go, I ain't gonna stop you. You rock out, man.
Please don't, Ray Lewis. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you said stab. My bad. OJ. Oops. You see OJ Simpson? You see what he said?
No, I follow him on Twitter. That's a funny thing, but no, I didn't see what he said.
OJ said, I do not go to LA and hang out in LA because I might be somewhere hanging out and be sitting next to the person that really killed my ex-wife. I don't want to take that chance.
Yo, Jay, you mad, buddy.
OJ is off his. Somebody put OJ back on his medication, please. The fourth time I met OJ Simpson.
Right.
They said, how could you talk to him? That man is a murderer. So with all due respect, that murderer ran for 15,000 yards.
Come on now. Go back. Some folks, man, they feel the opposite, but I didn't even get into that. Not even getting into that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that neither. But OJ, listen, OJ, go sit down somewhere. Kanye, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, I should hang out.
And send me some money while you at it. You know that boy made $7 million on that one single he dropped after he walked around. Look, Kanye West has a better winning record at Mercedes-Benz Stadium than the damn Atlanta Falcons. Ain't that something? And he was only there for 2 days.
Killing it.
Kanye said, huh, fam, I'm about to walk around Mercedes-Benz Stadium until I get this record.
Yep.
And then y'all gonna get it. Huh? How, Sway?
And got it. Just clean it up. Just
you
clean
ain't got all the answers, Sway. Give me my $7 million. That was it. I mean, what? just
if you got
that's what I think. That's what I think Arthur Blank needs to do. He needs to tell all of the Falcons, y'all just walk around the stadium. You remember when you used to say, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done? Y'all just walk around the stadium until y'all figure out a way to win.
Yep.
Just have them walking and then have the clip of Denzel from Remember the Titans just yelling every 5 minutes, will you ever quit?
What you need to do is hide your money in different locations in the stadium and be like, you want it? Find it.
They got to get to the end zone to get it. It's like, I didn't come here to dog my Falcons because Kyle Pitts, I hate to say, you know what, it'd be messed up? Where's my man that Kyle Yancey, Mr. Yancey, I'm sorry. You know how messed up it would be if a man that played for the Florida Gators turned out to be the savior of a Georgia sports franchise. You know how jacked up that would be. Do you know how much I would be in my feelings that the Florida Gator had to come and save?
Look, hold up. Watch the Falcons somehow take the Super Bowl since they are the first fully vaccinated team. Kyle, on this show, when we say crazy things, this is what happens.
That make me crazy.
That's my boy BG.
That make it we have it on here. I will send you that video, man. You called it. But hey, they are the first vaccinated team.
I'm just saying, Atlanta, Atlanta. Hey, it's about damn time the Falcons. That's all I gotta say. It's about damn time they came in first doing something. I didn't even see the logo on that. What'd that say?
Oh no, just watching.
Okay, I got you. I think your boy's gonna do some damage this year. I'm not even lying.
That COVID bug don't get us.
I'm just gonna say, and I say this for this reason. I have not been impressed with the Cowboys. Sorry, baby. I love you. I know that's your squad. I've not been impressed with the Cowboys. We see the Eagles are still the Eagles. EAGLE. What come after E? I thought AGL came after E, but then there's another E. So what come after that E? Oh, we plural. S. What that spell? I forgot. You want a cheesesteak? Let's get a cheesesteak. Hey, you guys don't talk. Hey, don't be talking about my Philadelphia. I like Philadelphia a lot. That's what they say. It's not how hard you can hit. It's probably sometimes I forget. I took too many hits to the head, man. You know what I'm doing? Oh yeah, that's how winning is done. That's what you do. That's what you say. I've not been impressed with the Eagles and the Giants. I think it's gonna be a long time before the Giants come back to the the Giants won 2 Super Bowls in the last 20 years. I'll give them that. I'll give them those props. When it was time to step up, they definitely stepped up. Yep. All day, every day. It's not, like I said, it's not where you come from, it's where you at. And that first year, they backed in as a wild card winner. I think the first ever wild card winner to win a Super Bowl. And they won that game, and they said, oh, but they're going to lose the next one. And they won the next game, and they said, oh, they're going to lose that one. It's like, oh, my God, they're in the NFC Championship. They're going to get whooped. And they won that game. And then now the 9-7 regular season finishing Giants are facing with led by Eli Manning, led by constantly looking like he's constipated Eli Manning, are facing the 17-0 New England Patriots, who at that point I think had the record for the largest margin of victory during the regular season, average margin of victory, because they were beating everybody by at least 20. Somebody pick me up here on the comments if you got it handy. No pun intended. That's my last name. Hey, whoop, whoop. Bird gang. What? One gun, one bullet, one pillowcase. Lay down, take a nap, go to sleep, wake up. Anyway, let me stop. But so you got, because I mess around and do the whole thing, and we don't do that around here. Anyway, hey, I tell you like T'Challa told you, we don't do that here. Why did that sound like Kung Fu Theater? That sounded nothing like Wakanda. That sounded like Black Chinese people. Whole nother discussion for a different day. History lesson for you. Read your history. Anyway, so you got 9-7. Ooh. Nobody gave a chance versus 17-0. And what happened? Oops, they did it again. Tom Brady was on the sidelines. Look, Tom Brady got what? 7 Super Bowl rings?
Yep.
He got 10 fingers.
Yeah.
3 of them are empty.
Yeah.
2 of those fingers is empty because of the Giants.
Yeah.
And the same Giants that we're looking at right now.
And one of those for the Eagles.
And the other one is for Nick Foles.
Yeah, he can't beat the NFC East.
Dilly.
Now, yeah, see, he's saying Browns, Packers, Super Bowl. Hey, I like that. I had the Browns taking the AFC Championship. Came 1 game short a year ago. And the Packers, I definitely think they're gonna make some kind of run.
I'm gonna put hey Kyle, just so you know, we forgot to plug this. The Ball Pit Podcast and Let's Talk Football. My co-host Dave Ball, who's also co-host of another show called the Department of Nerds Podcast. If you guys are nerds and like to nerd out, go check them out. Dave and I will be joining the crew from Let's Talk Football on September 5th on Labor Day Sunday. I know a lot of y'all are going to be imbibing and cooking out or whatever. Join us. We are going to do a pre-season playoff pick show. We are going to pick our projected winners for each division. We are going to pick the projected winners in each conference, and we are going to project a Super Bowl winner. Then, when the regular season is over, we're going to come back and look and see how we did, and then we're going to realign our picks and see how we do in the actual playoffs. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be about, what, 5 heads?
I believe so. I think Nathan Snell, if you're still here, I know you were interested.
Oh, yeah, Nathan is going to be on, so it's going to be you and Ab and Nathan and me and Dave And is Miss Stroller gonna be making an appearance or no?
Well, that's Janae's. It's her anniversary weekend, so
Okay, all right. No, that's good. That's good.
9th. So
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shout you out. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta do this. I forgot my newest impersonation. Shout out to my girl, my co-host Janae Struthers. You know she does it from your boy Sean Spencer, the Shout Out King. I'm here with my man Zagniv Productions, Ball Pit Podcast, Mr. Fingers, Uncle Shay Shay, Anthony Handy from the Ball Pit Podcast, and we all wishing you a happy up and coming anniversary.
there it is. That's the commercial.
Hey, Ab, did I do enough teeth? Was it enough teeth? Did I give it? He got a.
Don't be
Pew, everybody gonna die.
Pew.
Pew, everybody gonna die tonight.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we so appreciate you guys watching and sticking in with us, man. We so enjoyed it talking stuff. And again, like Anthony said, on September 5th, 1 p.m. I believe it's the
1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. Wait a minute.
Y'all is that it's about to go down.
Oh, that was perfectly timed. It was supposed to play before when I hit it, but it had a little bit of delay. It came in right on time.
Right there.
The radio announcer voice. 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. The Ball Pit meets Let's Talk Football.
Boom, boom. There it is. I got to say much else. Hey, for the guy, you see him, Mr. Impersonations.
For that guy over there. Thank you for having me on again, bro.
Hey, you. Anytime I can press record and let you just go, let's just do it. And I'll sit back and let you just ride out, man. Because we gonna have to make sure next time we say we're gonna do 15. That way we can cut it off at 30. Because we said we were gonna do 30 today, and I talked for an hour. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let us look to our ushers and our beer, and then to be dismissed. Touch a neighbor and say, neighbor, football is back. Look on the other side. Touch the other neighbor. Say, neighbor, football is back. And if loving football is wrong, I don't want to be right. Hey, man, amen. There's a God somewhere. God said, boys, check out North Sports Dynasty. We got something special going on too. There we go.
That's what's the word. We go peep you out for real.
Put it in the link. What time your show comes on, or where we can reach you, and all that. We'll definitely share that, man. What you tell me? What you tell me, Anthony? The table
at the table for everybody to eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, look. Now I'm gonna get real. I'm gonna get a little bit cologne for real. See, a lot of people, and then I'm gonna let it go. We gonna shut it down. I know you're trying to shut it down. That when it comes to achievements and everybody's trying to do the same thing. Sometimes you got one person over here doing something, some person over here doing the exact same thing. And instead of coming together and collaborating, they want to hate on each other. This one gritting on that one because he think he's special. That one gritting on this one because, they think they doing something with their little podcast over there. Well, let me tell you something. This table is not like the table you go to when you sit in the kiddie section at McDonald's. You can only sit one adult and two children. This table is like when a prophet from a small town in the Middle East with a carpenter for a daddy.
Yeah.
Mountain, and he had some fish and some bread. He only had 2 filet of fish sandwiches and 2 pieces of bread. And that's, again, it's not what's on the sides. It's what's in the middle.
There's a word.
And he took it and he broke it. And he started passing it around. And he started passing it around. And he started passing it around. And the next thing you know, everybody at the table has something to eat.
Sir.
And then what happened, when it fed the peoples, they was ready to listen. You understand what I'm telling you? When people's hungry and when they're looking for direction, sometimes they don't want to listen to you. But if you give them something to satisfy, then they want to talk.
Sure. Yes, sir.
As long as you keep building each other up I can't do that voice no more. But real talk. If you stop hating on each other and start building each other up, and I'm talking to all my musicians, all my singers, all my band, all my peoples is in bands, all the engineers, all the dancers, all the entertainers, all the content creators. If you are within the sound of my voice right now, if y'all stop hating on each other and start reaching out and helping and collaborating with each other and building each other up, man, look, we could take this whole thing over. I have a platform right now. I'm not plugging my thing, but just as a case in point, I have a platform right now. I'm getting ready to get started. I don't know what it's going to do. It might just stay local and the same 15, 20 people might listen to it. Or we could do some collaborations on the outside and bring it to that platform and build it up. And then by building that platform up, that builds your platform up. And then you reach back and you bring somebody in. I'm not going to preach to you that. I really didn't mean to do that because I know some people like, oh, then they brought religion into it. That's just where I was raised, okay? And I can't get away from that. That's in me. That's in here, and that's not going nowhere. I might say some stuff, make you go, oh, I thought he was preaching a minute ago. Don't worry about that. All I'm trying to say is this is a real world application. There's room for everybody to eat at the table. So Kyle, we gonna check you out, bro. We might have to come to the table and talk. It might be y'all might see some more crossover shows going on here. We just started something.
NorthSportsDynasty.com, ladies and gentlemen. Check out Kyle Gacy. We're gonna definitely check it out ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And get down on it. But yeah, man. All right, man. We gonna go ahead and cut this. We gonna go ahead and cut it off. Oh, hold up.
Yeah, please do before I start North Sports Dynasty 2 on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, please cut this off before I do another half hour.
I will definitely check you out. Appreciate you for staying on here and listening and checking us out on this evening, man. Hey, and you already know we're going to bring back all that stuff. It's coming down to that time. So, hey, stick with us, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Hey, my guy over here, Anthony Handy. You know what it is?
And Sean Spencer.
AKA the Shout Out King. Shout out to all of y'all.
Go dogs.
Got to shout out my skin, Tar Heels all day long. Let's get it.
You was already till you said Tar Heels.
Hey, all Tar Heels all day. That's what I'm from Carolina. Let's get it.
Okay, I'll let you have that then. You had that. You Carolina boy? All right, you got it.
Rock that. All right, people.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. Here. The lion. New man losing so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
My man.